Now that we have the data prepared, let's actually make this visualization right here, a line chart with multiple lines, where the lines are colored by year, and the current year is highlighted in red. Let me set the custom URL so that we can import from it. So I'll just copy the title of this and go to settings and say the URL is this, and it will slugify it.
Nice.
And then I'll save that. And then I'll go back to this line chart here and say import data from this other one. And I'll paste that ID. And now we're in business. Console.log data. And let's see what we get.
Or you want to use air temp?
Yeah, so I'm going to paste the sample row so we have it as a reference here. And so air temp is going to be, nice. You made the change. Sweet. Air temp.
Yeah, but it's still no worky.
Right, because there's no X value. D.date is not valid, but we can use day of year, I think is what we want to use.
Ah, genius. Great.
And
yeah,
then,
there you go.
There it is. Okay, sweet. All right, it's working. However, now our challenge is to make it multiple lines. Because right now what it's doing, I guess, is attaching all the lines together.
It does seem to be doing that, huh?
Yeah. I think, like, if we look at it full screen, we can see some more detail. So right now we have a bunch of vertical lines because for each year, it's just connecting all the dots together. It's kind of a random fashion. So what we need to do is actually make multiple path elements. And so in the level of index.js, I'm going to add another accessor here, which I'm going to call line value. And this is the thing to use to split the lines. And this is going to be year. So each year should be its own. Oh, sorry, I edited the wrong thing. Line value should be year. So each year will be its own line. And this is the thing we're going to use for, I think, D3 group. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
That makes sense.
So I'm going over to viz.js. And then I'll destructure line value here. And down on line 73 is where we put the path element. And it's just a single element now. But what I'm going to do is just comment out all that for now. And see if we can get at the lines as data. And I think we're going to have like a nested structure, like an array of arrays, or something like this. So I'll say const lines data is, we're going to use line value, and we're going to use data. And I'm just going to open up the documentation real quick for D3 group.
Yeah, on line 15, I took a stab at it if you want to try modifying it.
Oh, nice.
So that should be your data group by year, and it should give you a map that looks something like this, where it's like the year.
Right.
And inside that year is the array of values.
Oh, sweet. So let me see what that outputs.
I'm sold.
I have this other console log. Nice, you got it. Boom. Intern map. Yeah, so this is an intern map with keys and values, where the key is the year and the value is all the rows for that year. Brilliant. That's pretty much what we want. But I have a vague recollection of a thing called flat group. Let me just try that real quick.
Nice, dude.
Flat group. Let me see.
Yeah, there's flat group and flat rollup.
That might give us something that's cleaner to work with. Then we don't have to derive the array from the map.
Looks great to me now.
Okay, so now we have, this is nice. This is what I like to see. So the top level thing is an array, right? And each element of that top level array is an array that has two elements, the first being the year, and the second being the array of all the rows for that particular year. This is great. This is great. This is exactly what we need. So this is working perfectly. But I kind of want to put this inside of the viz function so that in the future, if anyone forks and modifies this thing, they can just configure that accessor that I set up, line value, on line 43. And so that will be, so all the configuration lives at this level, and then internally it can just call line value. So what I'll do is I'll cut this code from index and put it inside of viz.js. And I'll call it, data grouped. I'll just call it data grouped to make it generic. And then I'll just pull in that import to this file, and I think it should work. Yeah, I think it is working. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now instead of being a line, this is going to be multiple lines, one for each group. And so, yeah, I'll uncomment this, and instead of passing this null array, we can pass data grouped. And then the D attribute will be line generator of D at index 1, because each of these D elements from data grouped is an array that has two elements, the first being the year, and the second being an array. And so that's why we can pass D at index 1 into this line generator. And I think it'll work, unless I got something wrong. Okay, there it is. Brilliant. Okay, so that's how you can split the data by year and make a line for each year. Now I kind of want to just tweak the styles a little bit. Maybe set the opacity to be like, I don't know, 0.1.
I took a stab at making a color scale in Viz.
Oh, sweet.
42. I don't know if I did it right, though. I tried to do like a scale linear with some colors.
Oh, nice.
With
nice.
like the Y value, you know what I mean? So it's like just kind of the same, but maybe, I don't know. Just to like, I don't know how to do, I like this kind of shorthand you have, but I'm not familiar with it really.
Yeah, right. And this was new to me, to be honest. They changed around the API, or Mike did. Right now, in D3, the scales take. I used to always just say scale linear dot domain dot range.
Yeah, dot range dot domain. That's how you use scale linear.
But now there's this shorthand where the first argument is the domain and the second argument is the range.
Cool. All right, didn't know that.
Now, I think what we want to do here is use the line value, because each of these lines would be, I guess, a different color. Is that what you had in mind?
Yeah, I just wanted to like hello world changing the color, I think.
Totally. And if we color by the Y value, that's kind of tricky because you need to have like split it up into multiple line segments. But this should work, and then we can invoke this down below. You want to take a stab at it?
Yeah, if we do
fill.
Like, we'll stroke, right?
Yes,
and
stroke.
How do you get the color scale D? Can you do that? Or
it would so D, keep in mind, is one of these two element arrays, so it would be D at index 0 for the year.
And then 1 would be the value, right?
D at index 1 is the array of all the rows.
Oh.
So I would say let's make this D at index 0.
Got it.
Nice. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's helpful. There we go. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we're seeing different shades of red for the years. Nice. So one thing that I did want to do is highlight the current year.
Well, sorry, the shade of red is for the years, yes, but it's actually because the values are getting higher, right?
Well, we're passing in
like
the
we're coloring
year
by the value. Oh, we're passing in the year. Okay.
We're coloring by the year. Yeah.
I guess we want to color by the average of the year if we really wanted it to like visualize the warming. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you off track. I was just thinking of like what the color represents.
Right. Yeah, the color represents the year right now. And it's kind of cool because you can see that in the years that are far away, which I guess are this gray color, it's on average cooler.
Right.
And here's where we can, let's pull in some kind of cool D3 color scheme, because there are these really nice color schemes. Let me see the documentation. There's categorical schemes. I think sequential schemes would be good. I'm just scrolling through.
Oh, Turbo. Turbo's the best one.
Yeah, I love
Easy.
Turbo.
Why have we gone through all this? Yeah, thank you.
Interpolate Turbo. Nice. So
it's cool because it's the whole spectrum, so you can grab pieces of it if you want to later. You know what I mean? But I think you can just replace that scale with D3.interpolate turbo. Or I guess we import it. I'm gonna jump back in. Let me back at it.
Yeah, man, jump back in.
I really want to code.
Yep. Nice.
I can't spell. I think if you do that, it should be that.
Worth a try. We can import that. Oh, you got it. Nice. You imported it.
You just need to use VJ color scale.
Yep.
Maybe that's not right. I thought you could just pass it as the.
So there is. Okay. I think what we need is D3 scale sequential instead of scale linear.
Roger.
Nice.
That's not how you spell. Ah!
Got it. Beat you to it.
That was a very weird experience. Hey, look at that.
Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous.
We made a rainbow.
That is so cool. That is gorgeous
the
right
data's
there.
not so bad, is it? Look, it's the end of the world. We made it pretty.
Oh my gosh. That is next level.
Oh, are you guys bummed out that the world's slowly warming to our inevitable deaths? Well, guess what? It turned into a rainbow for you. How do you feel about
Rainbows.
it now?
Right? Oh man, that's pretty cool. Although, there's ups and downs in the luminance. So this is one of those things where like if you use the rainbow color scheme, it's not perceptually linear. It's like the yellows are way brighter.
That's correct. Yeah, no, we'd prefer like you'd want like a warm to cool one or something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, turbo it
You
might
could do
might not be the
Inferno. You
best.
could do Inferno, dog, or Magma.
Yeah. Plasma might be good. Interpolate. Yeah, let me give interpolate plasma a shot. Nice.
Man, as long as I don't do it first.
You got it.
That's fun. You kind of want the reverse of it, though, no?
Yes. Dot reverse.
Does that work? Yeah. Look, I'm good at coding. Haha, take that.
Nice.
I can help.
Oh, but the whole point, I remember now, the whole reason why these are being shared recently is that the current year is like way beyond all the other years. And you can sort of
Oh,
see
you
it.
want to pull out this year?
Yeah, let's pull out this year and give it like a bright red and like make it maybe, really pop out at you. And also the X scale labels are not that great. Oh, that should be scale linear.
Mhm. All right, I took a stab at making this year different. You can tell me the ways in which So I
Nice.
tried to do, like, if it's this year, maybe we do 2023 instead, and also maybe it's a number.
Yeah, I think it's a
Is it a
number.
number?
Hmm.
Just make sure, just devil make it a number. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's big and red. What a world.
Amazing. There it is. That's sweet. And then the opacity we can also adjust to be not. We could set opacity to 1 if it's this year. Oh right, 20. Nice. A
Sorry, I went a little
little
overboard.
overboard.
And then how do you do?
Yeah, there's like stroke.
Line cap, round.
Nice.
There we go. This is fun. What a cool tool you made.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I kind of want to set the opacity, and I really don't think we need to plus D at 0.
I don't know. That's my broken brain.
So I'm going to make it opacity is a function that takes as input D, and then we check that. If it is that, we return 1. Otherwise, we return 0.3, and now it should really pop. Boom.
It does. Yes.
It
Confirmed.
pops a little
It
too
really
much.
pops.
Maybe stroke width is 3. I don't know. Although I did like the thickness, so let's make it a little thicker. Maybe 6. Well, I'm pretty satisfied with it. The one thing that pops out is that the year label is not correct. So I'm just going to change the...
Oh no, it's not.
It's actually like
I didn't even notice that.
Day of year, but I kind of want to put like months. But it's pretty good as it is. I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup work. I'm going to pass this line opacity into Viz. It was previously circle opacity, and I'll use that right here. And so now we can easily tweak that and see how it updates pretty smoothly. Also, I had this idea earlier on of passing in a function here called line value, but we never actually used it. So let me just make sure line value is being used. See here we're hard coding it to be a function that returns the year, but that should really be line value. Okay, that's it. I'm pretty satisfied with this result. All right, so that's the gist of it, how you can make this chart. I want to point out it's also responsive. See how I can change the browser zoom and it updates? That's leveraging all the responsive infrastructure that we had before. So it's pretty decent, but there's this day of year issue. Here's a good challenge for you. If you wanted to try making the x-axis look more like this, making sure that these lines do actually line up with the first of the month, like February 1st, March 1st, etc. That will be a good challenge. So good luck, and thanks for watching. Also, shout out to EJ Fox, who joined that session and collaborated with me. That was a lot of fun.